to a university. So we're reported at the state level on the percentage of students who remain enrolled at the university or graduate prior to the following fall semester. So we track them from fall to fall, whether they remain enrolled at the university.
Mm-hmm.
So for the last reporting cycle, the percentage of RCC students that remained enrolled at the university a year after initial enrollment was 87.9%, and that's compared with 85.9% overall for the community college system. So we did 2 points better than the community college system.
Yeah.
Now, to break this down a little further, and you'll have to forgive, both of us are mathematicians, so we apologize in advance.
Okay.
Students who earn the associate's degree before they transfer outperform those who transfer after just 1 year of coursework.
Wow.
So the difference there, it's a pretty significant difference. So the most recent data shows 83% of our students who transferred without completing the associate's degree were still enrolled, which is good. But those who earned the degree, so that's 2 years of work at RCC, were 90% more enrolled. So 90% of our students who finished their degrees and then transferred remained enrolled at the university. So what that means for them, remaining enrolled means they're in good standing, their GPA is sufficient, they haven't been put on probation, so on and so forth. So after 2 years here, 1 year at the university, they're much more likely then to finish if there's 90%, those 90% who are still enrolled.
Mm-hmm.
So we're telling our students that they need to stay here and finish their degree. They're going to be more likely to be successful, and their second year of tuition will be lower.
Okay. I'm impressed. Those are some good numbers.
Indeed, yeah. We're very pleased, very satisfied with our performance.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've certainly learned a lot, and I've tried to take notes on these acronyms. I may have lost a few of the acronyms along the way, but I think it's great how Rockingham Community College, working with this transfer program and working with your students in so many positive ways. Anything before we finish up? Any closing comments, Celeste and Lori?
Yes. Can we talk about how fall is going to be a little bit different?
Oh, sure. Let's do. Yeah.
Okay. Lori, do you want to start?
Sure. So, we had very little time to prepare in spring, but we feel like we did the best we could with the pandemic. But now we've had some time to think about the fall and what changes we want to make and what it's going to look like. So a major change this fall due to COVID-19 is that we will offer online classes, but the online classes will look a little different than your traditional online. We'll have some of both, but what I'm speaking of is online classes that have both synchronous, which means meeting at the same time, and asynchronous instruction. So for the synchronous portion, students will meet at scheduled times online with the instructor to simulate that classroom experience. The learning management system we use at RCC is called Moodle. So students will actually log into Moodle at the pre-scheduled class time and are able to view the instructor and presentation. They're able to ask questions, and the class will also be recorded for future viewing or review. So this strategy was something that we did use in a number of classes this past spring when the college had to switch to online instruction, and we got some really positive feedback when the students were surveyed. So we wanted to continue that for the fall semester.
Wonderful.
Now
okay.
So for the asynchronous portion, students engage with the course material on their own schedule, but they still submit assignments and activities by a specified deadline. So this is what is typically referred to as online class.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few other changes I wanted to highlight are some of our science courses this fall. We're going to offer some online instruction in synchronous and asynchronous formats, but we're going to have some hands-on labs on campus where the class has fewer students. So the labs will have some safety protocols in place. We'll have plexiglass between student stations, and students will be provided masks to wear. We've also extended the class time between labs so they can be cleaned properly. We just felt like the students needed some of that hand-on experience in the science labs, and we have a couple of renovated spaces in the last few years that are just fabulous, and we hated to deny students the opportunity to experience that lab setting with beakers and Bunsen burners and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And we also did increase the number of your traditional online sections this fall, knowing that students may not be comfortable coming back to campus.
Well, it sounds like things are in place for the fall semester, making those changes as necessary. So thank you to the RCC staff and everyone involved. I wanted to wrap up just a little bit more information about you ladies. Celeste, you've been at Rockingham Community College 25 years. Lori, you've been there 14 years at RCC. So I wanted to thank you both for your dedication and your loyalty and your passion, and particularly in these interesting times we're in now. Thank you for making it happen.
We're certainly welcome.
Yeah, we're here for the students, so we'll do what we've got to do.
I know that's great. Yeah, but we're so fortunate to have Rockingham Community College. For those that may be new to the area, there are lots of good things happening on campus at RCC and online too, aren't there?
We
definitely.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you, Celeste. Thank you, Lori. It's good talking to you. I've learned a lot.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a good
Thank
week.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All righty. Our special guest on our RCC program, Celeste Alice, Dean of Arts and Sciences. She's been on the math faculty there for 15 years, Dean for 10, and Lori Murphy, Department Chair, Math and Learning Support Services. She's been on the math faculty 12 years and chair for 5. So some of the very important people that are right there helping our young people, people of all ages, there in their learning experience at Rockingham Community College. Again, you can get more information online at rockinghamcc.edu.